Dear Nola, the time has finally come to face the fact that I may never see you again. Beautiful, enchanting Nola, I've thought of you constantly during these past few days. Now at last I begin to understand what is truly precious in a man's short life. Suddenly finding the truth about what happened 10 years ago seems very insignificant when I compare it to the truth that radiates from your smile. I know now that each man is given a few priceless gifts in his lifetime. Gifts that are his alone to cherish and fill his days with wonder. You are my greatest gift, Nola. Even now, the thought of you bursting into a room filled with plans and hope brings joy to my heart. I was born a melancholy man. As a child, I knew great loneliness, and I've always lived with an awareness of the sadness and the sorrow of this world. Perhaps that's why I retreated to the past and chose a life where I could dwell on the beauty and the permanence of ideas, objects, and be untouched by the mutability and pain of human emotions. I know now that I was wrong to turn my back on the present. For you have shown me how exhilarating it can be. You are my teacher, my catalyst, my guardian angel. You have taught me the simplicity of love. I used to marvel at how natural the act of living was for you, Nola. It's always been so difficult for me, but I was beginning to learn. I have seen the world through your eyes, and I truly believe that tomorrow can be better than today, for all the pain in the world is worth enduring when you can share the incredible sweetness of the woman you adore. Thank you, Nola. Thank you for teaching me to love.
It's been quite a while since we've heard anything.
Yeah, well, every minute seems like an hour to us, but we don't matter. The important thing is for the excavation team to get to work as quickly as possible.
I know that you're right. But I will feel better when I know that you are actually on the site.
Thank you, Miss Redmond. How's Nola holding up?
Remarkably calm. She said that she would like to stay with Helena, unless, of course, you really needed her.
No, that's better. If she were here, I'm afraid I'd only upset her. I'm not handling this very well.
I'm sure it's very difficult for you.
You're being extremely kind, Mrs. Renfield, and yet you must feel that my concern's a little late in coming.
I see that your concern is genuine, Mr. Chamberlain. That is all that matters.
You know, I've always been fond of Quentin. Curious.
And he has always expressed himself as being very fond of you.
Not always.
Come now. That was many years ago.
I'll never forget the look in that boy's eyes.
Perhaps. But that is all in the past now.
How could he ever forgive me when he feels that I deserted him?
Quentin is a very wise man. He's also very kind and very knowing.
Why did he conceal his identity when he came to Springfield? Why didn't he tell me at once who he was?
Well, I'm afraid that is a question that only Quentin can answer. I don't think I should tell you that.
Miss Renfield, what was Quentin like as a child? You knew him better than anyone except his own mother.
Quentin was never a child. When I first met him, he was no more than 4 or 5, but he was already old. There was already wisdom in him then, and compassion. He couldn't stand unkindness. Even though he was a solitary boy, he surrounded himself with strays, and his mother's house, well, it was always filled with creatures who were lost and in desperate need of love.
Thank you, Miss Renfield. Thank you for helping to bring up my boy to be a man I can be proud of.
It was a very simple task, Mr. Chamberlain. Your son was always special. Very, very special.
Silas is dying. But I would save him if I could. In spite of all the sorrow he has caused, I can only feel pity for him. He's a sad man with a wasted life. For him, there is no Nola, no Anastasia, no world of love. I am fortunate, my darling, for even now I'm happy. Knowing I have your love, how could I be otherwise? This is the end, my darling. And still there is so much that I must say. So many things I want you to know. So many memories I want you to preserve. First kiss. When was it? It seems years ago, back before the start of time, when life seemed endless. Now, there is no time. No time to tell you how I feel. No time to tell you what we could have done. The children. Our children, they would have been so strong, so happy. We would have loved them, Nola. Just as I love you. Dearest Nola, I do love you. I've always loved.
Mr. Chamberlain, the helicopter is ready.
Oh.
You and Nola can leave as soon as you wish.
Thank heaven. Now, Miss Renfield, you're sure you won't come with us?
No, I think not. That dig site has far too many unhappy memories for me to rest comfortably there.
Yes, I can certainly understand that.
Until I've talked to Quentin and seen him, I really think I prefer to stay here with Helena.
Yes, well, we'll keep you posted.
Yes, thank you. Perhaps you'd better hurry.
Yes, Miss Renfield, please. Pray.
Oh, I shall. Godspeed to you both. Godspeed.